Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend. I've been arguing with a guy named John Perkins who refuses to do any research. He's still part of the group of people that think the earth is still flat. Wake up, buddy. When the earth is in between the sun and the moon, does the eclipse look like that? No, it doesn't. It's not flat. Because that's what the earth would, the flat earth eclipsing the moon would look like. And I haven't seen any pictures like that anywhere. So, anyhow, moving on to the footage. I mean, really, I can't believe there's still people in this day and age that still think the earth is flat. Space cameras, lots of satellites. Hello. Anyway, as you can see, the light is going down and under, keeping all this area over on the left dark. And you can see right above there, you can see the rounded edge of something going on right there. You can see the two shadows as well. And now you got all the reflection. Wow, that's a lot of reflection. So you can see all the shadowing still going on up there where I indicated the planet was. See how none of those clouds up there are getting any light? I mean, they're getting a little, but most of them are dark. They're in the shade. Now you can see the real big cast shadow coming down. Yeah, that's the cast shadow sound. All right, let's have a look at this. You notice how the left side of the whole screen is just dark, and because the sun's way over here, and you got these two right here blocking the light. Look at all that. Look at all that shadow. Look how dark it is. Now, what we're starting to see there is light coming out from both sides and reflecting along the bottom of the other one there. Otherwise, why would there be a sun on the middle part of the screen and light coming down from above? I mean, look at all that. That's I mean, you got all that light reflecting. Look at all that. Come on. And now that was for yesterday or the day before. And this is for last night's right here to compare. Wow, look at all that reflection. As you can see, the light is still reflecting quite a bit all across the sky. See how it's one big line? That's indicating that that's as far as the light's able to go until it gets lower. And now you can see it's obviously illuminating something above us because it's not supposed to be like a spotlight. The light's supposed to come from the horizon, not from, spotlighted above. Same thing. This is the sunrise, and that's on the left. Ooh, another white page I missed. You see how the shadow is really, really dark up there on the left? We got clouds going in the wrong directions. All right, here's sunset. Same thing. You can see all the light, how it's breaking around, and none of those clouds up on the middle to top right are, in a very illuminated area. You can see the cast shadow line all the way across. It's pretty obvious. I mean, none of that lights up till the sun gets low. Now it's all illuminated. See that? Look at all that illumination. All right, next, we're going to watch the sunrise. That will be on the right. You notice how it's illuminating that ball on the left? See how the light's going around it? You're going to tell me that's not a planet? That big round thing reflecting all that light? Oh, and look, now it's blocking all the light, casting shadows. It's going to get really green. See all that reflecting light above? See that? It's reflecting light all the way to the very end. Sky doesn't reflect light. I'm sorry. Now we got a great looking pinch going on. Look at that. You can even see the dark side. It's really obvious. You got clouds coming in out of the shadows. You got clouds going into the shadows. Now you got a cast shadow. See that? You can see where the cast shadow line is. What's doing that? I mean, the blue sky doesn't eclipse the sun. There is obviously something there. You can see the light reaching out and wrapping around the face of it. Now, as the sun gets lower, it's going to illuminate everything over there. Look at that. There's the bottom of it. And on the right, do you see that? How it's that weird, smooth green in the background there? And you got light breaking on the left around that one. And you got light breaking on what's below. Now it's starting to kind of wrap around it. And it's got that weird, yep, there it goes. Casting shadow. Wow, look at that. You can still see that planet on the right. See all the clouds are just going right by it? And it's just staying there, that area. Yeah, look at that. That is awesome. Look at all that reflection. Look at all that reflection for so long. I mean, we're talking tops 30 minutes is what we're, looking at light in the sky. Now that was the day before. This was last night. As you can see, light is still breaking around very, very heavily on the left there, and now on the right as well. That's blue sky cutting off the sun. Yes, blue sky. You saw it here first. It's blocking the sun because there's actually, you wouldn't see a eclipse in, further away than the moon. It would just look like blue sky, a little bit darker shade of blue sky, but it would still just look like blue sky. And it would be really hard to notice because I don't know if you've ever watched the sun set by a mountain and it just gobbles up the mountain because of all the light. It's the same kind of thing. Look at all that light reflecting for so long. That was really cool. All right, here's a sunset. You can see look at all those clouds up on the top left. See how dark they are? Not getting any illumination. See how all the light's just wrapping around that area? Sun goes down on the far right. Look at all that reflecting blue sky. It's blue and then it's reflecting. It's blue and then it's reflecting. It's reflecting way over there, and the sun is going down way over there. Yeah, yeah. Tell me there's nothing up there again. Go ahead. Well, now that everybody I think can see it, and if you can't, well, if you haven't seen it yet, you're not going to. You refuse to see it. There's a difference. The ones that are taught to see are usually the most blind. It's the ones that begin to see or notice that there's something wrong, and there's only one logical reason that could be happening. Something's in the way. I mean, look at it up there. It's just blocking the light. You can see it. It's not clouds. Clouds are moving. That's not. See that big reflection over there? Yeah, I know you do. I mean, look at that. It's just wrapping around it. Look at that. See that the light just wrapping from the top all the way to the bottom. Now it's coming out the back side of it all the way to the right. And we'll just go ahead and tell you the sun sets on the left. That is all that light reflecting right off the. I mean, look behind the clouds. See the clouds are moving by, but then you got this great big ball. That's just blocking light. I mean, look at it now. The light's going all the way around it. Still reflecting light. Look at that. Awesome. That was the day before. This was last night. See, it looks just the same as it did on the other footage in this video. Look at all that reflecting light. Look at all that. You're gonna tell me that big round thing? Yeah, that big round thing that's still reflecting light. The clouds are moving by, and it's kind of an eye mirage, but the area that's reflecting light usually stays about the same way. See how the light's all breaking around that area? Clouds are just drifting off into darkness. I mean, analyze what's going on there. Look how dark it is over on the top right and in the middle. You can see where the clouds just drift into the darkness. It's all shaded. And then the only time it really lights up is when the sun gets low enough and gets underneath it. See, look at it. You can see where the light's bending down and pushing under. All right. Now, I don't want to confuse you. This is a sunrise cam, and well, it's sunset time, and we're facing east with the sun at our back. So, yeah, you want to tell me that there's nothing up there reflecting light? Huh? Yeah, that's why the light ends in the sky instead of on the horizon. This is also facing west at sunrise with the sun to our back. Look at all that reflecting light. And just, the sun is at our back. There should be nothing reflecting up there. There's nothing over there to reflect. What's reflecting is what's above. See how the light reflecting area stayed in the same area no matter how many clouds went by? This is also a sunrise. You see how the light came from above first? Spotlighted down. You see how the light's going up and around something right there on the left, because that area is not changing even though the clouds are moving by it. See how it's staying reflective and blocking the light? And we'll back her up. See that? Next. Now we'll watch the wrong way for sunset. Everybody's like, why are you looking east, man? Because the light, I'm telling you, it's the light. It's all about the light. See the bottom of that big bastard over there? Just dumping water. Look at the shadow all the way across. Okay. Now, again, on the left, you can see that the shadow line is just to the right of that arrow. That's a side illumination with a back side of all darkness. No lights getting over there. And then you can also see the sun is in a halo. Well, that's because the halo is wrapping around the front face of what it's coming down next to. See how it's all dark over there on the left still? All that light was just breaking around it. Now it's going to all illuminate. See, there it goes. It just stays there. Blocking light. Can't tell me those are clouds. Why would they be blocking light? See, this is in the morning. So instead of basically the sun's at your back again, as you can see. We have two side by sides. You can see how the lights or the cloud illumination is coming up at an angle. That's because the light is having to squeeze between what's above and what's below. See how everything above is dark, and then you got that really bright looking weird thing. I have no idea what that was. Wow, did you see how that light just wrapped around that? That was awesome. Now it's blocking the light. See? This is sunrise from the left. It illuminated first, and then it got really dark. See, it's staying dark. And it can't be a camera anomaly because the sun is not hitting the lens. Yeah, let's look at it from a different angle. At sunset, look at how it's rounded along the top there. See how dark it's staying? See how the light's just bending down underneath, following the line? Well, it should all light up here pretty quick. As the sun gets below it, all the light will be released. Oh, that's right. We got that little one in front on the bottom too. Yep, look at that. Dark side. See, a great big one and a little one. As you can see, that big dark thing on the left there. Yeah. See how it's going all the way across the sky? Pinching the poor sun. See that great big dark circle on the left there? See how it's illuminating now in the background on the bottom? See that? That was badass. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.